So I decided I should just laminate my testicles.
Sounds hot.
Yeah. I found it very hard to get that much lube off, personally. It was just, it was hydrophobic, so you couldn't wash it. It was like the craziest stuff.
Just imagine if it's wax next time. You just rip that off.
I mean, I'm very fuzzy, so that wouldn't work very well.
No, just use paraffin, so that way you get the nice, like, hard shell, like a candy.
Oh.
And to make it unwrap it for you.
Well, I don't know about that.
Ow.
Ow. Okay, so that was all bullshit. I have a serious story though. When I was in high school for a week, I had a weave because my hair wouldn't grow, and I wanted dreads. So I had my grandma. This is a true story. I had my grandma pay this lovely older black woman to give me a weave, and I sat in her house in the town for like 3 hours getting a weave. It was so hot and itchy that by the end of the week I was pouring mineral oil on my head to pull it out. So that was a week of my life in high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good time.
That's fucking right, man.
Yeah. I mean, I bleached my hair.
To get my dreads out, we put like just a whole bottle of shampoo in my hair, and I just used a brush and fucking like muscled it, and it was like 3 hours.
Always rough, yeah.
It was so bad.
I will not get us back on track. I almost dreaded my hair right before I came to visit in October last year. Because it was part of my costume for the other event that I was going to try and do.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had my side cut, right? So I only have the top part of my hair. I don't have any long hair anywhere else. It's just my crown, right? She still quoted me full price for like what a normal person would pay for their whole head of hair, because my hair is so thick that she was like, yeah, like it's just gonna be as much work as if it were somebody else's whole head. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm a pass, thanks. I was really hoping, a third of the price, given that I have a third of the hair. No, no. So I can't imagine.
Extra funny.
That being said, unless anybody else wants to share a story about their dreads.
I never had.
This is the longest my hair has ever been, so I can't. I've never done dreads.
Same.
We can change that for you both.
Are you gonna dread my hair?
I mean, I do dread your hair, but like not the hairstyle.
Well, you dread how soft my hair is. You go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
I should bleach my hair again.
No, you shouldn't.
No.
Not while you're trying to
That trend died many, many decades ago.
Yeah. Besides, if you're trying to train your hair, you shouldn't
color it, or are you just bleaching it to bleach it?
Frosted tips, baby, living that bisexual lifestyle.
I don't know yet. I don't know. I used to glow in the dark under black lights.
Oh, like someone just
no. So you killed your hair, and then you stopped doing it to get your hair better again. Okay.
If you bleach it, you'll change the porous nature of your hair. It'll be harder to train it to go in a certain direction.
Or easier, depending.
Well, I've never seen bleach make anything easier. Except applying...
It makes my coloring my hair easier.
Brighter color, yeah. Hi, hello, Freya. Yes.
Give yourself chlorine poisoning by bleaching like the floor of your basement, and you don't ventilate. It'll help you fall asleep faster. Don't ask me why now.
It'll be the best sleep of your life.
Yeah, it'll help you fall asleep.
It'll burn your lungs chemically. It's really great.
It'll help you fall asleep once.
Yeah.
But that's all you need. That's all you need, baby.
It'll be the best sleep of your life.
I've set myself up for failure. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. You guys behave.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah, you can do it once. Those are rookie numbers. We gotta get that shit up.
Yeah, no, that was fun too. Chlorine poisoning, and then I went ice skating, and it was cold. It's even more fun.
So, are you saying that the chlorine poisoning was like immediately preceding ice skating, or was just generally ice skating as bad as all of the horrible things that we were discussing before?
No, it was immediately preceding. We had in at the old house, which I don't think you ever saw.
Mm-mm.
We had a drain in the basement floor that backed up once, and I was like,
Oh,
I'm
God.
not dealing with this shit, literally. So I was
Oh.
dumping bleach and didn't
Oh,
ventilate
no.
anything. And then Monica was like, hey, my friend was they want to go ice skating. I was like, okay, I need to get some fresh air anyway. And I'm like, my lungs are on fire while I'm ice skating, and I'm like, I think I did something in the basement that's bad. I don't think that was good.
I think
Is that
I
why
made
it's the
tear
old
gas.
place? Did it burn down immediately after?
I think I committed some atrocities of the Geneva Convention on my own body.
It's fine. It's fine. Just
Freaking
Ignored all the warning labels.
Hey,
Those are
what
for
doesn't-
losers.
You're
Who
this
reads
close to
those?
Canada, anyways, and we know what they think of the Geneva
But
Convention.
I was just gonna say, and those are fuck suggestions more than
Yep.
guidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like less of a
Well, they think
code,
it-
more of a suggestion.
No. They think of it like the Guinness World Records, and they're like, "Yep, that's
Huh?
ours.
We can
That's
beat
ours.
this.
That's ours." Oh, I didn't think of that. That's a good one.
Mm.
That's
And
ours.
everybody
That's
thinks
ours.
Canada's so nice.
You know, people
They're
are so
polite.
confused about the difference between nice and polite. Yeah.
Polite.
Truth.
That's the joke I always put is you're not gonna like this. West Coast is polite but not nice. East Coast is nice but not polite. Like
Yeah.
West Coast, they'll be like,
I can see it.
"Aw, your tire's flat. That sucks," and then they'll walk away. East Coast is like, "Come here, dumbass. Let me help you fix that."
That's about right. I
That
think it
does-
explains a lot about this group.
Motherfucker, why are you inconveniencing me? Let's
Like,
fucking fix this.
Yeah, come here, have some food, go away, you dumbass. Did you eat? Good. All right. you
Oh
fucking-
God.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how
what-
we got
that is-
Harambe.
That's exactly how it got.
Yeah.
That is exactly how you got me.
Because we were sitting there, and their camp was right down the hill, and they were
Yeah.
looking at us like the little kids from like every orphan movie.
Yeah.
Like, please,
Oliver, please, sir, can I have some more?
They were all sitting there in the rain with the little violin playing in the background. Like, God damn it, just fucking feed them.
I feel like it was probably
Okay, I
a
want you
kazoo,
to
not a
imagine,
violin.
How many years ago was it? How many years ago was it?
A lot.
Oh Jesus, please don't. Please
Oh,
don't.
now I have to.
Imagine Bruce that many years ago, young Bruce. Now imagine him with a tiny, like Campbell's soup can in the Puss in Boots eyes.
Oh.
That was it. That was it.
Asking us for a can opener so they could open the one can of SpaghettiOs that they were going to like scatter between the four of them. I'm like,
Weren't there 5?
I don't
I
know.
don't remember.
I couldn't see past the one set of big eyes.
Speaking of things that we remember, Fred,
We were in a game.
do you remember where we left off last time?
Oh.
I was on the ship.
Oh yeah, I had.
I don't know. I'm so
Speaking of Harambe, I believe I had engaged in some things.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Showed
were
up.
fucking with it. You were fucking with this game.
Yep.
Yeah, and somehow I managed to not get knocked
failed.
unconscious a second time.
I failed miserably.
The night's young. Don't.
Yeah, there's still time. You're technically, theoretically, either entering combat with your crewmate for the purposes of narrative, or going off for a bout of gambling. I think is where we're at currently. Are you playing
you know
for
what?
her
Wasn't
hand
I
at this point?
Yeah, I thought you were.
was trying to do that. Yeah, I was.
Oh
And,
right.
no.
Oh right. I forgot this. Yeah.
You're
In-
gambling for her. That's.
It's just it's so pirate, and I love it.
It's
so
it
creep though.
screams, "I want you" in a bad way.
All the wrong.
My final notes just tell me I got treasure.
Yes.
It's
You,
true.
I feel, had some very exciting adventures. Also,
I
though.
did.
You learned some cool things.
No, I did have some exciting adventures.
And also, Jane got some interesting things right at the end, too. Do you recall what those were? They were thoughts, for the most part.
No. Sorry.
No thoughts, head empty. That's okay. So, at the end of the last
I was
episode,
over on the bench.
Yeah, I just remembered being on the ship listening to a cool story.
I remember he walked by me and I did everything I could to get him to invite me, and he still did not. So therefore, I went back to the ship.
Right. You and Nathaniel are currently on the ship.
Yeah, we're over on the ship. What happened in town? I don't know. I was on the ship.
Nathaniel has stories to share, perhaps, has just returned with Vivian to the ship. But as we closed our game, Skane, you had been noticing a couple of things through the last episode that were happening around you, sort of just casually, you know, a glint in the sky that seems vaguely familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on why, and no, that's definitely, yeah, there's definitely something shining up there occasionally. Maybe it's just like the angle of the sun getting you funny. And are you hearing those noises, by the way? It's just like, it's like a low hum, or it's just like a weird kind of noise. Again, kind of familiar to you, particularly, Skane, but not, it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't figure out what about it is making that. There was one more thing I don't remember, but those ones are good enough. It's all the same. It's all the same guide. And you were just, yeah. Surely you're just imagining things. Is kind of where we left things, right? Like, there's no way that you remember kind of this sensation that's happening, right? There's no way. What could have, you know, what could cause that? Meanwhile, yeah, I think that we just had a bonk on the head go wrong. You know, he can take so many knocks on the head before it just doesn't hurt anymore. He, you know, after enough brain damage, it's just, you know, Tuesday.
Yep.
That sounds about right.
But you are, at least, Cray and Inigo are perhaps headed off with this woman, Alwyn, towards back to her bar to gamble a little bit. Nar has just made his way out of the temple, leaving a note in his wake.
Yes, and I believe that as far as my notes, I think I got back to the ship with no issues.
Okay. So then there are 3 of you on the ship currently, and 2 of you out and about. I would like to offer again an opportunity to either join the others on the gambling adventure that's about to unfold. Otherwise, if you're staying on the ship, I have something for anybody who stays. But before we start, I'd like to put that out there. If you want to join up and all do some gambling or watch Inigo flirt, then this is your opportunity to make that happen.
That sounds disgusting. I'll stay.
Damn.
You mean you did really suffer the consequences of his flirting last time, Captain, so...
That's a true statement.
Jameis?
Yeah.
Water boy. You'll all figure that out later.
Wait, as in the Adam Sandler movie Waterboy, there's a reference?
No, it's a different thing. But I think Cray is actually probably going to get out of this situation pretty quickly, so let me just speed that up.
Okay.
So they're having this altercation. He's trying to get him to stop doing what he's doing. He's going to do whatever he wants to do. So Cray's going to, like, not try and, like, hit him anymore and, like, throw him over his shoulder or anything. But he's a big dude. He is going to, like, lean in real close. Kind of grab the shirt. Just pull him in so he can hear. Goes, so you have a thing with the sea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think she's going to take well to this?
No.
Do you think that's going to pose ill for the ship that we've agreed to let you on? You have your life. You do what you want with your life. If you're gonna make the sea a second fiddle, bitch, I don't think you want to get back on our ship or any ship ever. And he'll release his shirt, pat him on the chest, point at his head to think, and then walk away as quickly as he appeared, because I just have that ability to just be there now. Probably leaving a very awkward scene between him and this bar wench.
Oh, wench.
Who's actually a super spy.
Guys, my computer really is not happy.
Are you trying to make him monogamous with the sea? When he, because that's hilarious.
Listen, obviously no one could ever replace the sea. They're all second fiddle to her.
Well, I mean, you know what they say. It's all about the motion of the ocean.
She can probably see this shit from here. You want
Probably
that?
Probably not inside a building.
But do you want to take that chance when you spend most of your life on a boat? Is the real question.
Absolutely not. No chances.
I mean, the smart people would say, nah.
The in when I'm introduced to a new game setting, my first goal isn't to figure out, well, how omniscient is the main deity of this setting, and what can I get away with?
Yeah, no. Our first thought was, how omniscient is the second deity, and how can we fuck with it?
That's it. That was it.
Right.
There's clearly a god that we're for and a god that we're against.
Truth.
One of them we're gonna punch in the nose and die trying.
Yeah.
The other, we're like, okay, no.
There's when the two dudes that are literally fighting a god are like, you sure you want to piss yours off? Maybe.
Maybe not this one. I don't know.
Your call.
That's a very intimidating point being made. These two bros are like, I'll fight a god. Maybe not that god, though. Have you thought about that?
The one we're fighting lives in the domain of the other one.
No, I don't think you guys are understanding the terror. And I don't know if I want to say this, but you're fighting with the god of sea monsters, and he's pissing off the sea. What happens if they come together?
Well, no, see, that's the fun thing.
What happens when the girlfriends talk to each other? You're
right. But I mean, if I recall that fight that we had with the large worm and his conversation that I don't know as a player, but as an omniscient, or I don't know as a character, but as an omniscient player, I remember the sea going, why would I help you fight one of my creatures? So she's already in that mindset of like, you know, we're indifferent at best.
I'll take indifferent to angry.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, at least indifferent is not actively being
I'm not
murdered.
Gonna send them, but I'm not going to stop them. Okay, that's fine.
All right. So, Cray walks away. Or at least begins to make his... No, he does. He disappears quickly as he appeared.
Oh, okay, yep.
Right? Is that...
Right.
Poof.
Boom.
It's like...
Don't do that.
we're going to say... I'm going to say, because I have this ability, and it's funny. The minute Inigo looks away, potentially at Alwyn or whatever, he looks back, and it's the Batman thing. He's just not there anymore. How?
Like
He's so big. How's he gone?
No, he's right over
How
there.
does he do that?
Everyone who was looking just saw him go like and hide behind something very small.
There's a very thick pillar, but it has arms on the side somehow. But everybody can see it except for Inigo.
It's about the angle.
Now I'm just picturing his character like thinking he's being stealthy, but only to one person.
Right.
Yeah.
And now imagining it in his werekraken form, which is even better.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
It's weird.
Sorry, the werekraken appearing and disappearing is going to be delightful.
Yep.
Because then
That
if you
Stealth.
instead of getting the nice conversation, you just appear in the crack and go disappear.
Please give me an excuse to turn this into a horror movie. I can't stop myself.
oh my
That's,
god.
I mean, that is the energy we need.
Yeah. In speaking of energy that we need, so Cray disappears.
Hurting
It's
cat.
hurting the cats is extra hard today.
So sorry.
Mostly because I'm giggling too much.
That's our fault.
Alwyn turns
We're
to you
entertaining.
and says, what's this about the sea? What was he saying?
Oh, she didn't know. How could she?
Why would she? Yeah.
How would know that I am actually?
You're not one of those, like, priesty people, are you?
Oh, absolutely not. Forgive me. A bit broken-hearted over the sea is all. It's a long story.
Her eyebrow, like, raises.
It's a very long story from the land I call home. Forgive me, may I change the nature of our game such that you teach me your skills in lieu of a date if I win?
You want to learn how to pour a drink?
Not those skills.
Oh, well, I'm certain I have no idea what other skills you could be referring to. If you're looking to learn persuasive skills, you might seek a brothel.
How am I gonna do this here? What would it be to effectively pick her pocket? What would I roll for that? To show her what I mean.
Hell of a question.
I think you would use the words stealing shit to her out loud.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's probably like hoodwinking or a clever trick to try and like pick somebody's pocket, right? That feels reasonable to me.
Cray, does your BAMF thing work and take people with you? Because I feel like we're gonna need to go help him.
No.
Is she considered to like my pretty
No.
face right now?
Yes. No, because you don't have that right now because you have a giant infected
Alright.
burn on your
Alright,
face.
yeah,
And
okay.
so
Yeah, no
that
problem.
particular skill is currently marked away by a trouble.
Okay. Right. I suppose as a last resort I'll do the hoodwink, but before that I'll say, how do I put this in subtle terms? The art of
Acquisitions.
unseen acquisition.
You can tell as you say this that she knows what you mean. There's a flicker of anger and surprise across her face as you say this, and she says, "I don't think that I know what you mean, and if I did, I'd be rather offended to be accused of such a thing in a public space such as this."
Forgive me for this, but I'm not looking to cause you any trouble here, but I would like to learn the skills you have. Supposedly, allegedly have. I'll put it that way. To help my crew, to help my brother, perhaps to even help you.
Like I said, I'm certain that I don't know what you mean. And whatever this is now is getting very weird. If you're in some sort of heartbreak, I don't necessarily. I'm not a fan of the free in the first place. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to be your lady at this port. So I don't think that what you're asking for is anything I'm into. And I'm fairly certain I'm done here, actually. I was gonna play that game with you, but I don't. And she begins to she sort of looks away from you and starts to walk back towards the tavern, without you at this point.
Player question, even though I'm not there. Did I hear correctly? And she said that she's not a fan of the free. Was that the words that you used?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
As for your world lore here, just a reminder, there are essentially 3 pillars of people: the law, the free, and the weird. The free being
She
our
don't like
pirates. Uh-huh.
Wait, would I be the weird or the free?
Yes.
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Both is good.
They
Both, I
often
take that.
they often cross together, but the Venn diagram is almost never all 3.
Gotcha.
She hates pirates. Fuck that bitch.
Yar! Fire!
Well,
I'm surprised we got this far into this game without
I
anyone
thought he
going
was-
yar.
I thought he was trying to.
He's
Well-
always trying.
there are 2 things I could do here,
Okay.
There are
both
a lot of
equally
things.
ridiculous.
There are a lot of things
very
you
much
could do
right.
here.
Well, there are 2 that are standing out to me at the moment. One, since she just said what she said, I could be an absolute asshole and rat her out. Or
Oh.
2, I could try and get back in her good grace. But also, she doesn't like free. So I'm gonna flip a coin here.
Okay.
Alright, it's heads. Good being. You know what? That means be a good person, so. Well, if you don't like the free, that's all fine and good, my dear. But I suppose someone with your skill set should probably be a bit more cautious. Want to be, else you'll be seen.
Her shoulders like stiffen, but she's still walking away.
I can't. Oh, she doesn't like pirates. She doesn't like the free. She doesn't like the homies. Out of character.
Sure.
Tog, how would you handle such a thing? Such a blatant disrespect.
Already did it. Walked away.
Well, Inigo's going to simply say, I wasn't asking you to be my port wench, but more a friend than anything. But I see I've burned that bridge.
You were. Good job.
I apologize. You'll never see me again, and I will disappear and walk away.
All right. There are a couple of things that you continue to notice as you make your way. Are you returning to the ship or back to your original purpose?
I'm going back to looking for my brother since I got distracted by boobs.
Great.
That's fitting.
So, it's easy enough to reorient yourself in the direction you had been headed before. as you make your way back through town, again, there are a few things of note, just sort of recapping what we knew from last time. There is an increased guard presence in the city currently, especially up in the higher sectors, after what's been reported as an attack on the Temple of the Ocean Father down in the lower sector of the city. There additionally is some additional, despite the guards' presence being up, there are more people out and about right now. Little groups talking, socializing. It does seem to be that the market district stays fairly busy, but you're definitely seeing lots of people about, despite this sort of warning that there might be danger in the area. And as you make your way back towards where you expected, or where you were led to seek your brother, you do find that some things change just a bit. There's the building that you've been directed towards. As you approach, you can hear some heavy clanking. There is sort of a wave of heat that grows more and more as you get closer to this building. And when you step inside, you do find your brother there, hard at work, bent over what appears to be a large forge. When you enter the room, the building, a couple of people look up from what they're working on. You see that there appears to be a number of tools. There's a couple of hot forges going, and things of that nature. People are working away, and your brother is bent over something on this workbench that he's at, perhaps crafting something new.
I will walk up to Elminster, and knowing how he is, he's my brother. I grew up with him. He's intensely focused. So I will simply find a spot nearby and sit down and just wait with him. Having found him, I'm content.
Okay. He's hard at work here at the forge. I'm sure, as you're familiar, once he finishes his project, he will connect with you, or at least gets to a point where he can stop working without causing it harm. Hello, Freya. The doggy says hello, everyone. She would like you all
doggy.
to know that she does not want me to be able to use my mouse hand.
Hi, Freya.
Back at the ship, a familiar sight for many of you, we find ourselves with most of our crew present, which frankly is good news, because as Cray returns, you also find that Scrubs makes an appearance, popping out of the shadows, catching the attention of the captain and giving a little wave. Whether you'd like to hear what they have to say in private or otherwise is up to you.
Yeah, I would probably speak with them in private.
Okay. Are you... When we say private, are you inviting your first mate, any of your other player crew, or simply private away from just non-player characters?
Just me at first.
Surely.
Mainly because I know my brother doesn't give a shit, but that's neither here nor there.
Yep.
They are happy to follow you into the quarters, or perhaps the galley, where you can have a little bit of privacy. Given that some people are still moving out of what used to be your private quarters, turned into extra space.
Good.
as they are moving out, it's easy still enough to find a truly private place where they tell you that they have news. I know you were looking to hear about the church, Captain. I have some news, but none of it's particularly of interest. Uh, they have a bathhouse they run in for the upper tiers. It appears that they use that to fund the charity that they do in the city. They're definitely not human, whether they're merfolk or reformed sirens. Really hard to tell, but they are using their abilities to benefit themselves. In this case, they seem to be managing some sort of fish farm. They do a lot of fishing on top of that. It seems like that's where a lot of the food that they offer the community comes from. I'm not the smartest, I'm no chronicler, but what I've gathered so far, even so, it doesn't seem like this would provide enough. Farming some of the food, fishing, it's not enough to feed a whole city, especially not one as crowded as this. The bathhouse provides some money. They're maybe doing some trade for things, but it just doesn't quite add up. There's definitely some other funding coming from somewhere, and I wasn't able to figure that out. Perhaps if we stayed longer, I don't know how they're making up the difference, but really all I've found so far is that they seem to genuinely be helping. Whether or not that's in the name of a deity we're fans of, these ones seem like they're mostly just doing what they say.
And you didn't witness any. You said they're having. There's no way that they could be fishing to get all of this food.
Not to support this many. They might have some
Did
other
you
connections.
see any evidence that the food is not? Is the food people? Are
Oh,
they taking the
totally
denizens?
no, certainly not. There's actually like a woman who seemed to be helping them also. She was bringing whole like meal leftovers. If nothing else, what they're not fully producing on their own, it seems that their support of the community has encouraged others to support them in that. Some of the taverns donate their extra food at the end of the evening. Stale bread from the bakeries goes to them as well. It seems like they've fostered a community of shared support.
But they're not hurting any of these people?
Not that I could see. And, I'm pretty good at these things, so.
I trust your judgment. Okay. If that's the case, then I have little reason to put you in further harm's way gathering any further information. And at that, I will provide Scrubs with some treasure, just some gold, like whatever the currency would be, but a lot of it that I could spare. And just say, feel free to enjoy your time here. We have several days before the ship is completely fixed. I appreciate your help in this matter.
Actually, Captain, I do have some other news I was able to gather while I was out working on these things. I had to hike up and down quite a bit. I picked up a couple more things if you've got time.
Oh, I have all the time in the world for you, Scrubs.
There's some whispers among some of the common folk. It sounds like the Navy is is sending out scouts. They're looking for somebody, some missing commander or something that they are trying to bring in for questioning, or at least that's what they're telling people. Who knows with them?
Do you have a name for the missing commander?
I haven't been able to get much. Only Shaw, maybe, is what some people are hearing.
I'm sorry, did you say Shaw?
Shaw, yes. Shaw. Shaw.
Okay.
There's a description going around. Says that the Navy's said the last they saw he had his crew cut, but kept a goatee. It seems rumors suggest that he's since grown his hair out. It's kind of long, a bit wild. The man has a Leviathan blood ink tattoo of unknown power, and he's, despite having been in the Navy before, a free man now. Switch teams. They say that anybody who sees him should report him to the Navy, and that he's not to be approached, given the danger of both his tattoo and skill as a commander.
Gotta be important to be sending out search parties. Do you have any more information on why he went AWOL?
No, the only information that they're sharing is that the Navy's intentionally sharing anyway is what they expect of his appearance. And again, not that he's dangerous. There's one more thing, kind of about the temple you were having me look at, but again, kind of
Go on.
not. There was a decree made very recently from the law,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just read you, or I'll just repeat what the decree was for you here. It's from Her Eminence Lady Charlotte Dubois, revered leader of the Lace Empire. She says the Church of Dagon has proven themselves to be the most charitable, equitable, and beautiful faith in the realms. And as such, the Lace Empire recognizes their holy power as the most divine and welcomes them in the Lace Water. Those who practice other faiths in the Empire should continue to do so, but only as secondary to the Church of Dagon. And then it was like some frilly bullshit, like, may beauty, grace, and lace keep you as we embrace this holy endeavor. Some sort of nonsense from them.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere Cray is really angry and doesn't know why.
That's wonderful. Maybe I'm not entirely done with you yet, Scrubs.
And it's all right. That was a kind of a big one, I figured.
This Lace Empire person, what was her name again?
Her title or just her name?
Both.
Her Eminence Lady Charlotte Dubois, revered leader of the Lace Empire.
Charlotte Dubois.
Even hearing that name pronounced makes me have a gag reflex.
She's really got that whole
exactly wrong.
Wealthy.
Why did that? Really?
Was this Dubois here on the island when she made this decree, or is this coming down?
This is being passed down. There are messengers that have been sent out.
Gotcha.
Makes you speak French.
No.
The French.
Titi croissants.
Scrubs, I know I told you to get some R&R, and I do mean that. I want you to relax, rest. You are one of the few people on this ship that I trust implicitly. And as such, I want you to make sure that you're enjoying yourself. But while you're out, if you could find more information in some way about what the Lace Empire is getting from the Church of Dagon, I'd appreciate it. There's got to be some sort of palms being greased. The entire Lace Empire doesn't acknowledge religion such as this without something being exchanged. And I would like to know what.
I'll keep my ears out, see what I can find. It's a slow process sometimes. But I'll be on it.
We have time.
You can count on me.
I know I can. And that's why I also want you to do it safely. Take your time. Nothing risky.
There's actually a tavern here that I've been spending a little bit of time at. They are one of the ones supporting the church. I figured what better place to kind of hear a little bit of the background goings on.
What tavern is that?
It's Fast Sally's, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's a silly name.
Apparently they're making fun of some woman who moved up into the higher tiers. I guess she's made a little bit of money and gotten better of herself, and they're trying to take her down a notch. Not my favorite.
That sounds like rich people.
Yeah, some rich people bullshit. But the tavern itself is nice. Seems pretty okay. Decent prices, good food, and I've even seen them like handing out meals to some of the kids in the area. So seem to be at least decent people. But that's where I've been getting a lot of the news. It seems like a hub for those things. I've been catching lots of the background things.
Yeah, focus for information about the Lace Empire and Dagon. But, as always, I'm interested in any information that you find in our travels. And as per promised, if you have any desire to learn more about being a free person, sailing this ship, you know you have my time.
Well, Captain, you offer a mean bargain. But for now, I think I'll simply find a nice meal and see if I hear anything else up there while I enjoy an evening of maybe even a drink. And
if anybody gives you any shit, let me know.
Of course, Captain.
I'll send Cray.
I'm sure that'll always go over well. I'll at least enjoy it. Freya's going crazy, you guys. She's fucking nuts over here. I don't know what's happening. She's biting my hand for attention.
Good dog.
But they will run off and take their leave unless there was anything else specifically you had for them this evening.
I don't think I have anything specifically for them, no.
Okay. Then they're off to gather more info and have a couple of drinks. Outside, man, it's happening again. Skane, you're certain this time you saw that flash in the sky. There's no doubt in your mind that there was it's like something caught the sun up behind the clouds or something, and just right into your eye. It's getting bad. In fact, it's happening more often.
Is it like a pattern, or is it just like random flashes of light?
It doesn't seem to be a pattern. It's very intermittent. Hard to say. God, it's really ringing some sort of bell in your head, though. You know, a lot of your
Okay.
past is hard for you to recall, but maybe this is tied to it.
Okay. Out of game.
Mhm.
I have no idea of anything.
No, yeah, you don't.
Just-
That's why I'm telling
Okay.
you that you have this sensation. But yes,
Okay,
yes,
but
you
it
don't.
seems like you were trying to like. No, it felt like you were trying to like
Get
get
you
me
to
to
find
somewhere, and
something.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I don't have anything. Like, yeah, okay, okay,
No, I'm simply leading you by the nose towards
okay.
part of the story that you don't remember.
All right.
Well, all right then. Now it feels personal.
But there's definitely something in the sky. You're certain of that now. You weren't before, you know. You're prone to some bouts of lacking sanity, and you were like, well, surely there's nothing up there. But you're certain now there is something up in the sky right now. One or two or simply the same thing catching the light. It's hard to say. As a world lore edition, you know that there's like ships that fly and also leviathans that aren't bound to the water. You know, there's lots of things this could be, but again, that little nagging sensation in your mind says it's familiar to you. If only you could remember the damn thing.
Okay. I am paying attention to the flashy light to see if I see anything more. Or see if it triggers something.
Yeah. Do me a favor and roll to size up. It'll be 2d6 plus your vinegar. A 7's a success.
Barely, but it works.
You know what? That feeling in your mind that you vaguely remember something. Now that you think of it, you've heard of these like Navy scouts that are sort of like an abomination, some sort of beast of metal and flesh. It flies. They sometimes will use them for scouting high profile targets.
Okay.
And as you
don't
kind of are
like
watching
that.
this and keeping your eye out for this light in the sky, you see enough to think maybe that's why it's so familiar in this moment. It might be that it's, you know, you've heard of the Navy before, you've known of the Scouts, and maybe that's what this is.
Hmm.
Meep.
So I'm on the deck. Is there anybody else on the deck, or is everybody kind of scattered?
Would I have made it back by now?
Yes, you're back on. So everybody
it.
who was on the ship would be Cray, the Doctor, and Nar. You just saw Nar go off into a private space, and eventually you saw Scrubs just briefly when he left the captain's quarter, when they left the captain's quarters, and then they kind of melted into the shadows as they often do. But they've
Gotcha.
probably left as far as the rest of the crew are about.
Okay. So I'd probably try to get Cray's attention and go, hey, is this ship fixed yet? Or because I think we need to be getting going because that don't look friendly. And I'll point toward the flashy lights.
So when I look, is it there, or do I see it, or is it a figment of his fucking imagination?
So he.
Great question.
Because it could be a lot of things.
It could be.
You can
I'm looking at that
reflavor.
personally.
You can reflavor this as appropriate here, Skane. But vaguely, what happens here is you're like, there's a light up in the sky, and you're trying to point it out, and it takes a while. You know, like you're like, no, it's gonna be right here, and you're pointing up to this area. You're like, keep your eyes up there, and you wait,
Nothing.
and you wait,
Just wait.
and then there it is. And
See?
you see it, and Cray, or anybody who's looking as he's pointing this out, sees the flash of light he's talking about.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with that. We need to get going.
Yeah, and immediately like heel turns to like interrupt whatever the fuck is happening in the captain quarters. Basically, immediately, it's like there's a skyship or some shit.
Well, that's a problem for all of us.
What is the first question that was asked of me? The player doesn't know. The character probably would. What's our status on repairs?
Yeah. So
We mostly
there
done?
we are mostly done. We've gone through essentially an entire downtime, which is typically the passage of a week or so. That being said, we aren't zipped back up yet. Elminister's actually working something here for the ship. He's hard at work, as now his brother has seen. And repairs have been being kind of staggered and worked on over this time, but it's not quite finished. Your armor is still damaged in some places, your ship armor. And you still have to like re-raise one of your damaged sails, but it shouldn't be too much longer. You could maybe get it done in a day, depending on Elminister and if you're willing to cut any corners. You could maybe go faster.
The player knowledge, not same as character knowledge. If this like flying ship stuff is kind of I guess known, like people know that this is like
it's
a
a
thing
thing.
that
There's
can
even
happen.
floating islands, like that move around. Merchants who travel on the back of a giant turtle that's actually an island. Like
That's fun.
This is not that weird, except that your friend has pointed it out to you and is concerned.
And knowing what I know and seeing it as he pointed it out, could I get a rough estimate of like how far out it is? Do we have a day before it would be upon us? Are we talking like this could be on us in hours or minutes?
Skane has only been seeing this for the better part of like half a day. So depending on what's happening, if it's an island, come to visit and, restock or do trade or something, then, they might be here for a couple of days. If it's a floating ship, they might be here for a purpose and leaving or anything like that. So it's very hard to say as far as like what we're thinking on that side. But as you look over your ship,
ETA before it's upon us.
Right, yeah. Well, because we don't really know what it is. Just that there's definitely something up there right now. Somebody could go scout
Could be buddies.
and see what's up there. Or you could.
Do we have something that flies?
Captain,
have you got your eyeglass?
I don't want to use that just yet. I don't know what that does just yet. I don't want to look.
It doesn't just magnify things.
I mean,
it might.
It's a demon magnifying glass.
It might, but it also might put another demon in my body. So I'm gonna skip on that just for. You know what?
I thought it was Tuesday.
Cap, you can just buy an eyeglass. You don't need to sell your soul for one, man.
Well, the best ones you do. On that note, I will go into my quarters away from prying eyes and shapeshift into a bird.
Seagull, albatross. Look,
What was that the last time when the owl got me?
I don't remember. Maybe you had said an albatross.
I think you were a crow.
A crow?
Was I a crow?
It could work too.
I'll go
pelican.
Yeah, I feel like I need to be something more seaworthy.
Seagull.
Yeah, I'll be a pelican. Why not? Then I can carry something in my mouth if I need to. So I will shapeshift into a pelican.
Okay.
I'll open the door for him.
Yeah, I'll be knocking on that in a moment. I have to roll for that because it's beep 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 doop.
Cows.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not what I want. It's +3, so 12.
Okay.
So no damage. And I'm a pelican now.
Is anybody else? So I know that Cray obviously has now seen the thing in the sky. Doc, are you up and paying attention to this? Are you off doing your own things?
I'm in my office.
Okay.
So I'm not away, but
Oh
I'm
shit!
gonna say,
you
for the sake
guys.
of keeping things,
Yeah.
if he's on the ship, Cray would knock, briefly tell him about it, so he's up to speed, and then go back out.
Hey, at the start of today's session, you can mark luck up to your Spitfire if you have less than that, and also Doc
That's
can
fine.
roll alchemy. I'm so good at this.
You mean the one he already did?
Good, thanks.
That's fine. Both of those numbers are 0 for me, anyways.
Okay. Okay, so you're letting the doctor know. There's a knock on his office door.
Oh, so wait. There's a ship.
Something's approaching. Don't know what. It's a reflective light.
Is it approaching us or
The island, or
here?
it is coming closer.
Oh.
No details yet. Could
should
be
I be
trouble.
concerned?
Might not be anything.
Don't know yet. It's good to
Oh.
be mildly concerned.
I mean,
We're all mildly concerned.
I do have a follow-up question. Does someone need to let you out of your cabin?
uh-huh. Yeah, I can't open doors as a pelican, as far as I know.
did that.
I mean, he could have opened a
Fair.
window, but you know, he.
Fair already did that before he went walking around.
Yeah.
Anyway,
floppy
so
feet.
I don't need to be worried?
Maybe.
Wait, sorry.
I don't know if we're
I-
going to need to mobilize quickly.
Okay.
So, no, nothing yet. No full alert yet, but one might be coming.
I'm gonna flip my coin
Okay.
because
May have to kill somebody.
I love how often you guys are tempted by demons you've given yourself that you have to like flip to be like, does the good part of me or the bad part of me win?
well, you
It's
okay? So the
always
problem
bad.
is I have an obsession now with somebody on the island, and if we're leaving quickly,
Yeah.
Nothing official. We're,
no,
you know,
no,
we're just...
But we
do my
could.
We have
characters
to leave. It'd be better if they were in the cargo hold. That's all we're saying.
No.
We have a brig.
No, what? No, what break? They're not
Like,
leaving.
in a
I need to
small
go do a
satchel.
thing because I have an obsession that I found on the island.
You need me go bonk a skull.
No,
Well-
oh no, you are not going to know I left.
Less bonking, more cutting.
Doc, as you look around, kind of thinking about whether or not you are going to be able to take care of what you need to take care of, you do see that the ship is not fully back in service yet. You've got at least the time it will take to make those repairs done.
I'll be done or dead. Yeah. Okay. I'm going up to the temple.
The temple. Okay, great. Captain is coming out of his cabin as a bird. You spot the dock headed down the docks towards the mainland, or towards, I guess, the
Squawk.
population. Is
You don't need a
anybody
bodyguard,
else?
do you? To Nathaniel.
No, he gets grumpy when bodyguards come.
Hey now.
If you want to stay outside, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. Better you do this on your own. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right. You depart towards the temple.
Squawk.
Captain, tell me about your bird form. Is just a bird form? Is that how
Yeah,
this
it's
works? Are you doing
Yeah.
anything
It's-
else?
I can shapeshift into anything I've seen that's about my size or smaller, so I will just be pelican.
Okay.
And not. I mean, I don't want to look conspicuous. So I mean, I'm just a bird leaving an island, checking out the big shiny thing in the sky.
Okay, absolutely. Roll for me 2d6 plus your vinegar for size up here. If you have any boosts or additions to your size up, then you're welcome to use them here.
Vinegar bad. Vinegar very bad. Go on.
Is that your roll there?
That's it. That's what I got.
Hey, on a miss, you can mark 1 experience.
Yay!
You're
What,
You're a
what did my
pelican.
bird eyes see?
You're a pelican. You do
Right.
blend in here. This is a place rife with pelicans because, you know, those belong in this ocean.
Yeah.
That said, as you break through the cloud cover low here in this cove where the docks are, you see a number of things that are surprising to you. There are a collection of birds, but not like you have actually ever seen before. They're sort of like vultures. Dark plumage covers their like chests and legs, and morphs into fully metallic wings, ending in flight feathers that catch the light not dissimilarly to a sharp blade. They seem to be hovering. They're not flapping their wings, but they're certainly up in the sky. And as you're sort of surveying them, you also notice that their claws, their talons, their feet are also metal. Catching the light on occasion, you notice perhaps that's where the reflection is coming from.
I don't like this.
It's bad enough looking at those claws that are clearly weapons, but it gets a little bit worse. It's definitely a vulture-like bird for the most part, but from about where you'd call their belly up, instead of having that naked flesh-like vulture head, the one that you see as you break through has the torso and head of a human, covered in scars and marked with blood and soot. There's about 5 of them up in the air above the cloud cover. Just sitting way up in the air. Again, they're not flapping, but they're certainly floating. And if you give me just a moment here, I will show you what you're looking at. I definitely
but I don't
got
want to see
it.
Right?
No, you'll love this.
I don't think I'm gonna.
That way, and then if I do this, it only shows up for you,
Oh.
question mark. And then if
Yeah,
I do
no.
this,
Boo.
it also shows up for the stream. So anybody who's
Good thing I'm
actively
watching the
watching
stream.
gets to see too.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I don't like it a bit.
I'm not a fan.
Additionally, you're even now like a fairly large bird, a pelican, right?
Yeah.
This is a bird with a fully human torso, and its scale of its wingspan and its size are enough that it could carry the weight of a fully human torso. It's big. This
Uber
is
harpy.
a large carrion bird. Unfortunately, having failed your size up roll, you learn all of these things, but not before he sees you too. And while you are, in fact, just a bird, these are assholes. As far as creatures go,
That's fair.
and he's gonna take a
very
swipe
fair.
at you just for
Can-
the fact of being in his sight.
Is there a period of time before he decides to be an asshole bird, and I see that it's a weird torso bird, that I could reflexively activate ability?
You aren't going to be able to prevent him from seeing you, but you could
Right, that is
use
not
an
my
ability
goal.
up. Okay, yes, then yes, you can absolutely do so.
Uh,
Yes, the cost of your knowledge is being seen.
the knowledge of me being seen is fine, and this will most likely even antagonize it more. The
Good.
ability that I want to activate is the Cloak of Shadow, which gives me armor because fuck it.
Mhm. Oh,
You know, I'd be an asshole too if I lost my dick and got turned into a Birdman thing. I'm sorry, I had to say that.
you don't know that he doesn't have a big
Nothing.
swinging dick behind those feathers, man.
Yeah, I don't know why you assumed his genitalia.
I do
I don't
enjoy
think
that
there's
nothing
enough
has
torso.
changed and reflexive fortitude rolls are still a thing.
I only see enough torso to not have a penis, so unless it's a robo penis,
Could
this
I
man has no
maybe
dick.
perhaps get a quick break before we start this?
Yes, absolutely. It is about that time.
I mean, Inigo, it could be an innie.
You're so right.
Or corkscrew like a duck.
Yes. I'm going to say bye to the stream. You guys, please feel free to go do the things. Stream, we'll be back 10, 15 minutes
Ish.
max,
Bird
if not
dick.
sooner. We're going to continue to talk about bird
Bird
dicks.
dick.
Don't worry, I will tell Harambe about the shape of water, so we'll just cover the whole spectrum
Oh.
tonight, okay?
No,
And meanwhile,
don't do
we'll
that.
see you all in a few minutes. Thanks for hanging out.
Good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, I seem to have moved Nar's frame. I wonder how long you've been out of frame. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Nobody wanted to see your face anyway.
I'm right on the middle of the little thing, so I'm good.
No, and it's definitely a me side thing problem that's happened. I must have been partway through things happened. Anyways, it's all good now, I think. It doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to function, right? That's the thing.
That's
true.
Most things
That's
in life are that way.
Okay. That's good enough, is what it is. So, you cloak yourself in a shadowy armor, is that correct?
Correct.
The creature that spotted you as you do so, begins to flap its wings. It moves as it does so, coming around you in a spiral. He says, "What a strange little bird you are. And here I thought you were just dumb, but you're more than that, aren't you?" And he is going to take a swipe at you. I guess I don't have I didn't make him a character sheet. He's just gonna roll.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Exactly how far away from the ship did the captain get?
Well up above the cloud bar.
Outside gun distance, I believe he's asking.
What is the range of your gun?
I think my pistol is...
I don't know. It just says here, yes.
It just says that you should let me do this.
I completely concur.
No, it says, yeah, it says let me shoot at him. I see it.
It does not, actually. I don't have a distance, so I guess normal. Because there is an option that says real far. I'm assuming... I don't have a sniper rifle, unfortunately.
Far is as far as you can shout, I believe. But yeah, we'll have to figure out if it's a far weapon or a close weapon.
I think it's just a regular pistol. It doesn't have, so I think it's just like a normal pistol.
If it follows any kind of rules of actual firearms, and a pistol
it's probably a
is
far.
not a rifle, so it's probably a close.
Yeah.
No, because close would be like a shotgun, and then far is like a regular gun, and then very real far would be like a rifle. It's like, if you can see it, you can shoot it, is real far. So you probably have a far. I'm checking really quickly on the weapon things for pistol, which is 2 harm, far, loud, stealthy, commonplace.
And mine has 3 harm and piercing, because it's a special pistol.
Then yes, as a pistol, it is a far weapon.
So it would be too far. Sorry, Cap, I was going to help.
You could attempt to take a shot at the light. It would be at a disadvantage. It's when it catches the light, you could attempt to take a shot. I'd say it's probably at a -2, outside of range.
I am a hardy bird at this moment in time, so we'll see how this ends up.
No, not gonna shoot.
All right. Are you okay? Are you feeling all right? You're not gonna shoot? Okay.
Guys said it.
With his strength modifier, he's swinging at you with a 10. Combat technically happens strangely in this game because it's weird. And so I think what I would like to do is essentially a contested roll unless you're going to maneuver to escape.
I'm going to try and dive. Like, I want to get down to the water, and then I'm going to skirt across the water towards the ship.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to dive into the water under the ship and transform back into myself. But hopefully close enough to where they can take pot shots if they need to.
Oh, I'm ready.
You should approach the broadside of the ship, perhaps. Because that would be funny.
So, I'm assuming you kind of...
Can you talk to all animals or just fish? Telepathically.
It's Aquaman.
Oh, okay.
It's specifically the sea's wild servants.
Okay, I don't have a coin to flip, but who's got a coin for me? Somebody
you
pick
want?
a coin.
I got it.
Heads. Heads, I'll go for the broadside. Tails, I'm just coming in to the stern, because I assume.
Tails.
Heads.
Well, see, you can't both flip.
All right,
said I had
Seamus
it.
flip. Now you've
Seamus
both done it.
flip.
Now it's Seamus' turn
You
to
got a
flip.
fancy coin, Seamus.
Yeah,
I do.
your
I do
coin
have
is
a fancy
fancy.
one.
So heads, I'll go for the broadside. Tails, I'm just coming in towards the stern.
So tails is evil. Okay.
Tails bad.
My coin is good and evil. It's not heads or tails. It's good.
Okay.
So broadside.
Okay, so I'm going broadside.
Okay.
So you two are kind of like linked. So you're gonna know that he's in trouble, right? Kinda.
You're about to see it.
You're about to all know that
He
something's
can-
So I'm
happening.
just gonna look at
Brain
you.
dead.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
look at you and
no.
go. Keep the cannon on the boat. And then I'm gonna
He's
pull my
gonna
pistol
yell
and
for
just wait.
Siegfried.
Ooh, that's a fair point, actually. Okay, so right now I'm out of range, but so you're not gonna try and shoot now. I need to convey something to you, Cray, on the way back. Okay,
Well,
never
if you're
mind.
If
I
you're
gotta be
coming from
looking at you really to do it. So
If you're coming
on
from
the
the
deck.
light, my guy is staring at the light, so I will see you. And as soon as I see something behind you, I'm shooting it
fair,
with my
Okay.
pistol, not a cannon. Be a little accurate.
also fair.
Cannon would do bad things for you. Well, I killed
Yeah,
the guy
yeah.
following Cap.
I'll catch it in my big pelican mouth.
But I also hate Cap.
You'll change directions abruptly if you catch it.
I'm going
That's
to
true.
offer you a couple of options here, Matt.
Oh
Please.
no.
Thank you.
Options
No.
are never good.
You can take a blow here because that was again him taking this swipe at you is the consequence of getting information on a failed roll.
Yep.
So you can take that damage.
Okay.
And make your dive as an unrolled. You can dive down and see what happened. Like get down where you want it to be and make that happen in the way that a lot of this game goes without a roll.
Okay.
Or you could either break out or use a clever trick. Both of which are a clever trick is like seizing the upper hand to avoid a sticky situation, which is exactly what you're doing here. So you could roll that. It's going to be plus your vinegar, which is bad for you.
Bad. Yeah.
On a 10 plus roll for that, you do mark a luck. You also can spend a luck here if you wanted to. The other thing is the breakout. It's going to be plus your blood. Essentially, at that point, you're finding an opening, which is your ability to dive for your ship. And then, depending on how well you roll, you take one or two of like little challenges, essentially, that happen from breaking out of a bad situation.
Okay. If I do the breakout,
Mhm.
am I still gonna take the damage if I do the breakout?
If you do the breakout, you pick one of those consequences, and then maybe I pick one. But you have the opportunity to avoid that damage into something else instead, or at least
Okay.
mitigate some of it. I would say.
You know what? Let's just take the damage and dive.
Okay.
No roll. I don't want to chance it. As much as I like XP, I don't want to get a whole lot in this situation.
Sure.
Your armor too,
Fair.
Mike.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you do
Sonia.
have the armor.
Yeah, the
So-
armor's gonna help.
You are going to take 3 damage from the swipe of his wing, minus whatever your armor is.
Okay. I have a question about you for armor, because we've never had
Sure.
to use this yet. So the way armor in the quick start guide says that it helps you avoid harm. When you have X armor once per session, you can ignore X harm. You can use armor twice per session. But if you do, it breaks. So if I have 2 armor, if my shadow cloak
Mhm.
is 2 armor, does that mean I can ignore functionally 4?
No, I understood that to mean that in an attack you could negate 2,
It's per
and then
attack.
a second time
Gotcha.
you could negate 2 more. Yeah.
Okay, then I will negate 2
Okay.
and take the 1 harm.
Okay. Um,
And fortitude.
Yeah, I know. I find it in every game I play.
even or odds? Matt,
Odd.
even.
God damn it.
Never tell me the odds.
Do I
He
get XP?
no, that's above a 6. So unfortunately, it's technically still a success. Yeah. He takes a swipe at you. You feel it hit against your armor. You take a little bit of damage anyway, and it hisses at you. It's very he's got a human face, but he does anyway. Makes this grotesque hissing noise. He additionally angles his wings in the moment as he peels off away from you after slicing at you with his wing, in an attempt to blind you. So as you make your dive, you will take the trouble of blinded. But you know where you're headed. You're down for the water.
Down.
Yeah. And so you're able to swoop down away. The creature in question, as you kind of reorient yourself after making this dive, seems to go back to the formation. There were a bunch of them up there just kind of hanging out, and he's not coming down through the clouds in this moment.
Okay. That's kind of, that works. That's good. So as I'm diving down towards the water, I am blind. What does that mean as far as like... So I need to see Cray.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
So yeah.
I will ask you to either do another even odd roll on a D100 to see if you splash into the water or not, and then at the end point of that, you'll be able to see again. So odds.
Fucking motherfucker.
No such luck. So you do dive down the water, but as a bird that functions in waters, it's not something that is a problem. You surface and are able to function again as though back to normal, with a little bit of like that sunspot, when you get the sun in your eyes, you're like, we've got like a little, that's all, just a little funny spot for a little while, but you're fine now.
So in my sun-spotted pelican eye, can I see my brother at this point?
Surely, as
Like
long
up
as
on the
he's
ship?
up on the deck and not hiding away anywhere.
I'm communicating with him. In your mind, you hear, I don't want to engage them. It's Navy Scouts. I don't want any more trouble than we need. I don't think they're here for us right away.
Fuck. And he realized that immediately.
Thank you.
Hold on.
If they are...
Go. Sit back in the thing. Sit back down.
So immediately when you say that, I shoot at the light.
Okay. +2 being your usual.
That's going to be 100% me, just my guy reacting because of my brain, because she's messing with it.
I am messing with it, yeah. Cool. So do you usually have a +4 to that, or is that your base +2? Because I did tell you with your far weapon, shooting up that high would be at a -2.
So it would be -2.
Okay, that's fine. So then we'll do still a pass.
But it's not going to hit anything because it's a pistol. It wouldn't have the range to actually go that far. It's just more of my guy being in the gut reaction of, what?
I mean, if you want, that can be true.
I don't feel like a pistol would actually reach that far, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're really good at shooting.
The game says that far means if it could hear you while you yelled, you can hit it with the far weapon.
That's the other side of
the cloud cover. They wouldn't hear
the other side of Eclipse. Like.
No, I mean, if they're up above cloud cover, they're not going to hear.
Okay.
So yeah, I wouldn't actually be able to hit it. It was just more of the gut reaction of the shot.
All right. It's loud. It's a loud pistol. It booms. It definitely draws a bit of attention. People look around.
A different bird falls.
A pelican out of the...
I hope that wasn't Cap.
A couple of people are, attention is drawn. You see some movement on different ships, especially ships of the free, kind of scattering to attention to see what's going on. Are you doing anything else?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
now?
start a little shit.
Okay.
Start a little shit. So I've relayed. Don't anybody shoot at these.
I shot at it.
Boom!
You mentioned that this is technically kind of a free port.
Yes,
right?
correct.
Okay. And you also mentioned that there's a dockmaster usually hovering around the dock.
You would have to get you can't get all the way off the docks without running past him at some point.
Cool. Okay. After being told to stand down, is going to step off the docks because he fucking hates the Navy. Bad. And is going to find the dockmaster, who's probably looking our way because of that gunshot.
Right.
This is kind of removing himself from the situation. Everything gets a little slower. But he's gonna walk up to him if he's amenable to it and he's not in the middle of anything. Kind of lean down and say, "You see that spot in the sky above my left shoulder, behind me?"
It takes a moment, but eventually he says, "I see it."
Navy Scouts. And walk away.
His face pales. He reaches out and grabs you before you can get
Okay.
further.
He doesn't fight it.
You're sure?
Pretty sure.
I'll let them know. A number.
Walks away muttering, "Fuck police."
A number of things happen. You
Well,
hear.
Can I say something first?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the gunshot, I flipped the coin.
Oh.
Oh.
And then now the doctor's running back.
Oh, okay.
He's like, fuck!
So
I mean, we have it. You don't gotta come back.
What, I heard you were like, there's something coming in, and then I hear a gunshot.
My job.
No, I don't have the time.
My job.
They took my jab.
My dad.
Take your jam.
all right.
But yeah,
So
so the doctor comes running back.
You see, as you return, you hear a couple of things that happen as Cray delivers this message. The harbor master pulls a whistle from around his neck and gives it a couple of hard blows. Moments later, you see a number of young men come trotting up from different directions. And there's a small huddle, and then those people begin to work their way out the docks. They stop at each ship and say something. You are, in fact, kind of interrupting this meeting as it breaks apart, Doctor, on your return, seeing them go to scatter. And being as you're available, the harbor master says to you, there's Navy Scouts in the area. Take heed. We're prepared to fight should we have to, but we try to remain as neutral as we can. This is your heads up. If they're looking for you, you should get out of here. Tell your captain and your crew, or spread the word.
Okay.
Carefully, quietly.
Of course.
Simultaneously, while the doctor is learning this, a messenger does appear at the ship to say the same thing to you all, hailing you down from the docks to inform you of the Navy Scouts in the area. While you guys are sorting that out, we're going to hop back to Inigo and Elminister. I really like the scale present in these pictures right now. On the stream. So, after some time passes, the burning bright white of his metal has faded from that almost hard to look at glow all the way down to the dull silver of metal once more, before he looks up at you, clearly at a point where he can speak. And with his attention on you, he waits. He's not a man of many words.
I will say to Elminster, what you got there?
It's a fortification for the prow. I thought with all the teeth, we could add a little bit of metal edging to see if we end up ramming anything, we could take a little more damage, do a little more damage.
All right, brother. Cool.
Couple more hours.
I like
Okay.
the way he thinks.
You hungry? Eating?
He looks around. You see a couple of bowls at his workstation that have the remnants of food in them. He says, I could eat.
I'll go get you some chow. I'll be back.
And he kind of gestures vaguely at his work, and unless there's something else, he'll head back to it.
Now I'll go get him some good eats and bring it back to him.
This is your brother. You're familiar with him, but he's kind of a stern-looking fellow most of the time, especially when he's working. But as you turn to leave to fetch him some food, he breaks into a smile that you often see from him, quite warm and happy to see that his brother is here, taking care of him. But when you return with food, he is hard at work once again on this task. You see he's got large sheets of metal that he's thinning into like particular shapes and whatnot. So
I'll just ask him where I should put the food at. Wait for his gesture.
yeah, he grunts a little bit and points with his elbow towards where the other bowls are. You can get to it easily enough as long as you go wide around the hot things.
Okay. And then I'll find the same spot I was sitting in, and then I'll pull out a locket.
Okay.
And this locket in particular is a locket with a picture of my mother, our mother really, and it reminds me of the promise I made to protect Elminster.
Oh. You find this to inspire your heart, and you can enjoy a moment of peace and know that the next time you try to do something dumb, maybe you'll have a little better luck.
I probably won't, but we'll see how it goes.
We can always hope.
Are you going to hang out while he finishes the work there, or?
Yeah, I'll hang out while he finishes the work so I can help him carry some stuff.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. He's gonna need help carrying things.
Listen, if I can help my brother somehow, I mean, I will try.
Ben, if that's all you're up to over there, we'll turn back to our ship and our crew. There are definitely things happening on the docks now that you guys are able to take note of. lots of crews seem to be packing things up. A couple of ships that look a bit worse for wear are still throwing rope and objects up onto the deck, hardly even strapping them all the way down before they start making their way out of the port. As far as you can see otherwise, except for the threat of the Navy chasing them off, nothing else has really changed. There are more eyes out on the docks again. Actually, a familiar sort of face makes itself known. Down, again, into the sort of shadows of the edge of the docks, you see an owl. Anybody on the ship sees an owl. It's perched on a branch under which a small child stands. He's looking out over the docks, moving quickly sort of between a couple of groups of people, but always returning to that spot near the owl. Yeah. What are you guys maintaining on the ships at this point? Are you going to go see if you can hurry your repairs along? Are you just... I mean, you're missing part of your crew. At least Elminister, Inigo, and Scrubs have wandered off. You've got some people still, the last of your crew, now that people who were leaving are gone, have made themselves more comfortable in the crew quarters as the captain's space becomes his private area once again. But there are still things to tend to before you're able to leave, if that's your goal.
Probably getting back to what he was doing before, which was hurrying the repairs. Not really a lot he can do, but he'd see to it that everyone, captain, until the captain is back, he will see
Captain,
to it that preparations
still a bird in the water.
I'm slowly swimming my way back, and then as soon as I can, because I don't want people to see me transform, obviously. So as soon as I can get close enough to the ship where I can like dive under the water to transform back, that's what I'm intending to do.
Okay.
And he'd throw down a rope, but until Cap gets back, make sure everyone is prepped to get the fuck out as fast as possible, which takes time, but just getting those wheels in motion.
I'm gonna because we have random treasure and stuff throughout our kind of ship, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go scour the hold to see if I can find a rifle, so that if something comes from the
That's fair.
sky, I could shoot it, because pistol doesn't shoot far enough.
You don't have any fancy spare weapons, which is what that would kind of be, right? You've got replacements for what most of your crew uses, but you do have pockets full of treasure. You could go try to buy a rifle.
Let's do that. I'm gonna look at you, Cray, as you're just walking around getting your stuff, and go, pistol doesn't shoot far enough, I'll be back.
He'll just smile and not stop you.
I'm not gonna shoot him unless I need to, Cap, because I can just see you climbing up the rope, just glaring at me like, said don't shoot them.
There's no, I'm happy that you shot at them, because they fucking hurt me quite a bit. For me.
That's right. And I'm gonna go get a better gun so I can shoot them better.
Right. What are you wearing right now?
Ooh.
That depends on how much money you have.
Well, as the face.
That's what I'm wearing pretty well. Probably covering my... No, actually no, because I didn't actually hear the conversation, so I didn't know that people were looking. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing.
Cap does see you leaving.
What you doing?
Going to get a bigger gun.
I approve.
All right. Delightful. Here, let me pop you up on the screen for anybody watching at home.
Well, I can put it on my character too.
It's very small. The only person that I know who
it's
watches very consistently watches off of her phone, and so you guys in
it'd
the
be
corner
worse.
are so tiny.
Tiny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm much bigger in real life.
I am much dumber in
Real life,
Does that count for
I'm
anything?
very big.
Don't let
yeah.
the name fool you.
Robin Hood Men in Tights. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're in her pocket. Listen, for those of you only listening, a
I'm in
man
your
with a
pocket.
goatee, a Leviathan blood tattoo, and long hair has just
How you
left the
doing?
ship.
Oh.
I'm in your pocket.
Kind of a big nose.
Hey.
I didn't put two and two
I'm
together.
proportionate to my body type.
Yeah, that's why I was making it really obvious. I think Skane got it when I said it for some reason. Not sure why. Absolutely. So, you make your way off the ship. You are immediately approached by that young boy. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I know that lots of people are getting ready to head out, all things considered. I was wondering if you were looking to get rid of any of your wares. You know, I know that merchant folk such as yourself sometimes need a hand getting rid of things that people might not take kindly to being
Boy.
sold.
Boy, do I look like I was born yesterday? What do you actually want?
I was just offering to fence your stuff, sir.
There you go. Short and sweet, much easier. You can show me where I can get a long rifle. I'll throw in a finder's fee.
You see you see his eyes get big, and he's excited. And he has to stop to think for a minute.
I want a good rifle.
Is this the boy with had the owl above?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How much do you want to spend, sir?
Well, that depends on the rifle. I want a good one, so.
Can you wait here? Just a few minutes. I'm fast. I'm really fast.
That's fine.
He notably looks up at the owl. Gives you a little nod and takes off. It's maybe 10 minutes before he comes back. But when he does, he says, there was a guy who came by recently. Your kind of fellow, a merchant, right? And he's like nodding excitedly. He said that he took this from a guy who didn't need it anymore, because he didn't need to eat anymore. I think he's probably dead. I don't think he's looking for it, you know? But it's a good rifle. It's real, shoots real far. And packs a nice punch too. Holds 3 shots at a time.
So I guess my guy would like pick it up, like try to like look at it and actually see if it's a good gun or a piece of crap, because he would know.
Do you want to roll to size up for that, or?
Yeah, I could do that. So that would be plus my vinegar, correct?
I believe plus your vinegar, yes.
Which is nothing. Still got it.
Nice.
I'm not allowed to level up.
No levels for you. We'll stop rolling well, and we'll take care of it. Okay, so you rolled a 9, which I think is still a basic success, which is fine. So,
Still basic.
yeah, this is actually a pretty fine weapon. It's, as he said, it's gonna do, it's a 2 harm with piercing, so ignoring most armors. Holds 3 shots at a time, and it's pretty, I think, is the specific tag. Essentially, it's kind of worth a lot to somebody who gives a shit about the appearance of the weapon.
Alrighty. I would whatever the like right rate would be for it. 20% less.
Okay, all right. 20% undervalue. Sure.
Exactly. That's what I'm gonna throw to the kid.
Well, the thing is, right, sorry, straight to the point, huh? We pay a little bit more for things because they're, you know, maybe harder to get rid of. So we usually ask for just like a little bit more, sir. Could you do the flat value of the weapon? No upcharge for how nice it looks or nothing.
All right, fine, and I throw him the rest. If I have enough to cover it.
It's actually I don't think it's super expensive to buy a weapon, but
all right.
I believe
I think I've stolen like 2 or 3 things at this point.
I guess it'd be a musket by the game's standard.
A musket.
So it would be 2 whole treasure. I don't know that you have 2 whole treasure, but you between your crew and things certainly could have that much. I'm not sure what your personal wealth is, but this guy is in fact defense, and because it's pretty, it's a little bit more expensive, and he's not charging you that. We'll call it 1 treasure, plus, you know, some golden gems that he wants to like try and hawk off on somebody stupider, you know.
Okay, I think I have like at least 1 treasure, and then I have enough stuff like randomly in my kit.
Yeah, you know, you pull a ring off of your hand, and you know, you've got like 6 of those, and you just random treasure bullshit that pirates have. You're able to make that through, but the 1 treasure is an actual account worth of money. So make sure that you either mark that or that you go back and borrow it from your captain or whatever, your crew.
I think I'm just broke now, but I have a big gun, so
That's fair. I mean, most things you'll be able to afford. It's only things that cost treasure that you have to actually account. So as long as you've got that, you're good here. So you have a fine weapon.
Now I have a big gun, so I don't have to pay for anything.
That's right. Are you? Did you say that to the young boy, or?
No. Not freaking the kid out that badly.
He goes, as you examine this and pass over the money, he takes it, dropping it into his pocket. You see that he puts some into a pocket, some he tucks into his sock, the rest he drops down the front of his shirt. He goes, "Thank you, sir. Nice doing business with you. If you ever need the merchant friend, you know where to find me. My name's Pip." Pip.
Nice.
Yep. Cool whip. All right.
Last name's Squeak.
All right, and I'll start walking back toward the ship because I have my big gun now.
Do me one more favor. You're going to roll 2d6 plus your vinegar.
Which is nothing.
Okay. A 10 is enough. So, God, fail the roll. You. As you're wandering away, you hear Pip's voice again. Clearly, he's not talking to you. "Oh, did you see? I did it. He's kind of scary. But I did it, and he paid full price. Well, I mean, mostly full price. But it was good, right?" And that's all you hear before you are out of earshot.
Interesting. Talking to the Al.
Who?
No.
Um,
Cool.
Cray, you are urging things along as the ship repairs
Mhm.
are being done. You're able to catch one of the shipwright's assistants, his workers.
Okay.
And he, given the urgency of the situation, he says, "Well, listen, I know that you're trying to get things done here. We're still working on some of those armor repairs. It's probably going to take another day. Um, we obviously can't give you back any of the work you did, but we could maybe give you some of your coin back and just not install the plating. Let you get out of here faster, but, you'd have to do that at the next port."
How about keep the gold, work as fast as you can, and let's say the next time that we're in port, you might owe us a favor, or some more repairs if we need it. You could never see us again.
And we will.
He looks at you, says, I can do my best. See if we can manage. I don't know if we can do much faster. I'll see if we can pull anybody off something else though.
Tell you what, just considering events that are churning on right now, there might be people asking to pull you off of us to go to them. Well, let's just call this money insurance that you stick with us. How's that?
I suppose, depending on what they're offering,
If they outbid that, then they outbid that.
But until that point, we're in agreement.
So,
good enough for me.
I could even come back and let you know if they're outbidding me, sir.
That's appreciated.
As you guys are going back and forth, I'm just walking up to the gangplank. I got a bigger gun. I can shoot people from real far now.
Well, I'm gonna just back to work
and then the doctor follows him on going,
good.
oh god,
back.
so many more bullet holes.
But more accurate bullet holes.
So, Doc, I do want to sort of time skip backwards just a bit here.
Okay.
You did make your way all the way off of the docks before returning.
Yes.
I just want to let you know because I know that you heard what I told Captain earlier, but not in character. In character, you were able to find posted prevalently in a couple of spots the announcement from Her Eminence Lady Dubois.
The boys.
The boys.
The boys.
I can't even say it with a straight face.
He'll look at the poster, pull and go. Hearts and minds. Hearts and minds.
What a beautiful moment for everyone. So, time, I suppose, begins to pass as you all, I think, seem to be content to get your ship put together and run away.
He's gonna go, what was the gunshot?
I was shooting at the light, but I couldn't reach it with the pistol, so that's why I got the rifle.
What light?
Look,
Do I look and see the light?
Right there. See it? Yeah.
You were trying to shoot it.
Is he just like pointing at the sun?
Not the sun, jackass.
The big
Look
one.
at that
The real big one.
Airplane.
The plane.
The plane, boss. The plane.
The plane, boss. Naval Scouts.
Okay.
I don't like the Navy.
Do you think you're gonna shoot him with the rifle? Why didn't you just use the cannon?
Well, I had the pistol in my hand.
Great reason.
On a
Solid.
bit.
I mean,
It's so logic, but so wrong.
he's not.
Had this.
He's not wrong.
I'm a simple man. I'm gonna use what's at hand, and my hand was on a pistol.
I just love as this game is progressing, Skane just gets more and more like southern.
That was the whole point of him, and I'm just getting better with it.
It's
I'm
so good.
appreciating it.
I dig it a lot.
Thank you. I like it.
Okay.
Okay.
So is that everything? Nobody's hurt?
Nope. Yes. Yes, I am.
The fuck did you do?
The fuck is this?
I fought a shiny bird man. I don't know if you've ever seen a Navy
Shiny.
Scout up close, but they're not. They're assholes. That's really the only way that I can describe it.
That's why I shot.
I have a question for the doctor, really quickly.
Yeah, go for it.
How much interaction have you had with the Navy?
As close to zero as I possibly could, for reasons.
Okay, the only Navy Scout you've ever heard of is like their ships that they send with like a small crew, very fast, less weapons.
Yeah, I assumed I had. I don't
So
know
yeah,
what
he's like,
those-
it's a scout in the sky, and you're like, I didn't know the Navy had flying ships.
Yeah, I didn't know they could afford flying ships of a smaller nature. Sorry. You saw a ship in the sky.
No, it was a man, or a bird, with a man's upper torso, and they had very shiny wings and very shiny, painful claws, talons.
So a harpy?
Kind of, but no tits. I mean, I don't really know how else to explain it.
Well, there was one lady up there with tits out. There were
Okay,
five
so there
of them.
were
So,
tits.
but the one that hit you
Sun's
didn't
out.
have any tits.
I'm
Sun's out, so yeah.
so confused.
Believe me, it's not important. The important thing is, and I'll lift up like my gaping wound.
I got stabbed.
Ow!
I have an owie.
You know. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's work on you, I guess.
Captain, probably only a couple more hours of daylight. Do you think we're sailing out tonight?
I don't believe.
The doctor looks at the person and goes,
I don't believe, based on the information that I have, that they're here for us. But at the same time, I would like some extra shifts tonight. I want to make sure that we have eyes on the sky at all times.
He nods. I can organize that for you.
Don't worry, Cap. I got a rifle.
I see that. Where did you find such a...
the doctor's gonna keep pulling him along towards his office so he can
walk
heal him.
walk and talk with me, Skane, please.
There
You'll
was a
shoot
youngster.
later, I promise.
There's a youngster down on the dock. He was trying to fence stuff, and I made him go find me a rifle. Though I think he was talking to somebody. I don't know who though.
Still funny.
I don't want to metagame pigeon here. Talking to somebody how?
I don't know. After I gave him the money, I was walking back, and he was talking to somebody, but there was nobody else down that dock, so he might not have been right in the head.
Nice looking gun, though.
You might want to check that rifle then.
I was gonna go shoot somebody, and then I had to come with you.
Could you introduce me to this boy?
Not now.
Okay, fair, but
Doctor's like, stop it.
Like
So he's not the only
bleeding.
one that has to herd cats.
Big like wound full of salt water. It sucks, by the way, to have a wound full of salt water.
Mhm.
But plot thread,
Doctor, keep
I'll point him
dragging
out once the doc says you can move.
he's like got the captain on like a fucking chain. Get fuck up.
Sit down. Sit down.
Try to fucking
I'm
heal.
busy. I need stuff.
At this moment, Nurse appears, well dressed
Hello,
for her work with the doctor as usual. Did that not pop up?
Wrong one.
The word.
Yep, I have to go to the other list of things. She's, I believe, actually halfway between her going out outfit and her regular everyday clothing. So, Nurse appears,
Hello,
and
nice.
she looks at Nathaniel and she's, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't quite ready. God, is he?
It's fine.
What happened,
It's fine.
Captain?"
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not.
Nurse knows what he like.
It's fine.
It's a little. He's tweaking a little bit.
We can take care of this. It's fine. And she'll like pull a smock on.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
You okay over there?
Alright, let me roll my roll.
He's doing
Get
so
your
good.
rolls. Bam. Nobody heals you better.
Oh, yeah.
I do like. Is that? I assume that's good. What does that do? What does
I
that
can,
do for my health?
You're uber healed.
Hold up. No.
This house is clear.
That's a very good roll.
Yes.
Does it fix to harm?
It doesn't say. Surgery does. I don't think it says.
Do you have a strange or rare ingredient, or did you take the thing?
I don't need the strange or rare ingredient.
Okay.
I'm a strange or rare ingredient.
And that's also true. How much harm are we healing?
2, if possible.
Oh, hold up. The patient takes a terrible side effect in the form of a trouble if I miss.
Remind me not to let the doc help.
Don't miss.
Well, I mean, I did. This is my role.
Right. No, I think with
Slow
the
your roll.
I think 2 to 3 harm is like your typical surgery anyway, unless there's like a complication. It would have cost a strange item, which I think we've replaced with your clerical study. And so I think you can just heal all that harm.
Cool.
The side effect you can choose here, but I would probably take either the surgery tool or enthralled over the downtime, since we just finished a downtime and aren't likely to be doing that again right this moment.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Enthralled.
Okay, absolutely. That makes a lot of sense,
Like,
given
after-
everything going on.
Yeah, like after all that cutting into flesh, admittedly trying to heal him as opposed to do other things, it's
The whole
It's fun.
time, all you can see
It's the
as you're
opposite of fun.
working is the face of Lillian, and it's almost distracting. It's almost a problem as you do so, but instead you are able to heal his harm, patch up that wound, almost good as new. I mean, you could hardly tell now that you'd had an injury in the first place. But there's a gleam in the doctor's eye that tells you maybe he's not really seeing you so much as he's having a good time doing
no.
this surgery.
Doc, you alright? You're getting a little rough with those stitches.
But he just goes. He's with.
It won't do it because it cuts off the air.
Yeah,
Um,
it doesn't because it's trained to pick up my voice and not sound
Yeah,
as much.
it like purposely cuts that off.
Yeah.
there's a little thought in your mind, Doc. You're like, hey, Cap, you ever thought about gills?
Oh God, you're
Don't
gonna-
eat them.
yeah.
Thanks.
My head. No. It's. He's watching the skin. He's watching his sewing. He's like really. Seems like has a happy glint in his eye and his smile as he's cutting into you and healing you.
Feels good. Nice and safe.
Okay.
Feels very
Having a
right.
good time.
Feels
Having a good
See, I like doing the same thing Cray does, just I'm a little gentler.
Yeah.
Is that what we're
I'm
calling
bad at
it?
stitches.
Oh, that's good.
It takes a
Once you're
while
done,
for this surgery
Yeah.
to be done.
Yep, that's why he's like.
Shh. Just let me work. But he does. The nurse is there. She pops
Yeah,
in.
I will. If I get shushed, I'll let that happen.
That's pretty good.
I'm not gonna fight the crazy guy with a needle going. Shh.
Normally that's when you should fight, but hey.
I know, but I know him though, so I'm like, it's probably fine. I'm not gonna worry about it.
You do you, bro.
Nurse gives you a light pat on the shoulder. She doesn't say anything either, but she gives you a commiserating look. She also knows him and knows what he gets up to, and she looks at you and she's like, it'll be all right. Pat, pat, pat.
Yes, my masks hide my facial expression, so.
A couple of hours go by as preparations are made. The surgery is done. Eventually, Elminister and Inigo appear. Down on the docks, laden with some sort of like metal contraptions. It's actually quite funny. There's Elminister, as we all know, quite a big dude. He's carrying like 4 big giant sheets of curved metal, and walking briskly towards the ship. Maybe like 10-15 feet behind him is Inigo, who's carrying one very large piece of metal, shaped the same as these others his brother is carrying, but certainly not as comfortably as his brother is managing.
I'm not
Fair.
even gonna request a roll for that because that's just how it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's like as tall as you are.
Abby.
But they approach with these things in hand, and as you look about the dock, seeing lots of scattering about, it's actually kind of emptying out. There were a number of ships here not long ago when you left Inigo. There's much fewer ships and a lot more foot traffic happening. Elminister says nothing as he appears, except to kind of give a wave to anybody up on the dock. With his head, he's carrying these things. And he's just like, I'm back, essentially. Who is up on the deck as they approach? Is it just Skane now that and Cray as the surgery's going on?
Yeah, I don't I'm not watching that. Like, he'll either be fine or I have a lot more responsibilities in 10 minutes. I'll find out later.
He'll either be all right or I'll be annoyed.
Elminister makes his way towards the prow, dropping off the things he carries there. before seeking you out, Cray. He hasn't really spoken to you much since you've taken him on. In fact, he mostly kind of grunts at people. But
Sure.
he looks about and he says, "No, Captain." His voice deep and booming. I had an idea, made a casing for the prow. We could install it to ramp stuff.
Yeah, we're doing that.
That's it.
He visibly excited.
He nods, gives you he's excited. This is something he came up with. He's pretty proud. You can see that about him, and he points over to it. Gonna need a couple strong hands.
Done. He just goes over and immediately helps with no more questions asked.
This is my strong hand.
Nice.
It's me. I'm the strong hand.
You two together are able to start to work when eventually Inigo arrives with his. He begins, I imagine, to help as well, or are you just dropping that off and watching?
I ain't got a dog in the installation hunt, so I'm going to drop it off and let them handle it, because I will break something on the if I try to install it.
Okay, not a problem.
I am not going to try that.
As your large piece of metal clangs against the other still down on the deck, you hear a grunt from your brother, as much of gratitude expression as you kind of expect to get, and he turns back to Cray, and they are able to, within the time it takes to finish up the surgery, get that installed. For the purposes of shipkeeping, you can add essentially a charge attack, a ram.
Uber
We can burst
ram.
attack now? That's
Yeah.
nice.
Type of effect. So
That's my favorite thing in Black
it
Flag.
will do 3 harm to a ship that you are able to ram, or 3. I'm
Nice.
sorry, 3 wreck.
That's pretty
Ram
fucking
attack.
great.
At the
Three
cost
harm?
of 1 wreck to you in return.
That's a good trade. I'd make that trade.
Wreck.
How about you? You make that trade?
At the
Make that
cost
deal?
of...
And make that deal.
Seems like a pretty solid deal.
There are a couple of more things that you notice as our evening, both in real life and in the game, come towards their ends. Here, as the sun sets and dark falls across the world, Skane, up on the deck, you notice that you can still see Pip, but that owl is gone. So when you go to point him out to the captain when he eventually makes his return, you're able to find the boy and point him out. There's no longer a bird companion. And you notice that there are a number of people out lighting the lanterns around the city, starting up in the top tiers of the city and working their way down. The lights almost seem to fall towards the water as darkness also falls. With the sun set, the flashes of light stop. You're no longer seeing those. Whatever presence was there, you still feel that sort of hum, Skane. You're tuned into that. It's like a drone, almost an electronic kind of droning, some sort of just weird. It could just be your ears ringing, but again, you've got that funny, familiar feeling about it. Otherwise, the other signs you've been seeing are fading away. The ship repairs are as done as they can be. Your armor's not fully installed. They can't continue to work past a certain bit of dark. And so as it becomes truly dark, they approach you once more. Cray, because you're the one he talked to before. He says, "We're not gonna be able to get anything else done tonight. It's too dark. Unless you've got some sort of magic light source we can borrow. We're not really."
We don't happen to have a magic light source, do we?
I mean, I can be a light source.
You're just gonna have
How-
ideas all night.
Oh,
Well,
that's an interesting thought.
how unconventional is it that people can light themselves on fire? Like, how much of a red flag is that?
Yeah.
We're okay
Well,
with black flags, just not red.
I'm unsure. I don't think it's specifically a red flag the way an owl is a red flag, but I wouldn't say it's
Right,
normal.
Normal. What's normal?
How good are you at convincing people of things? What's your polish?
Not a thing. It's no bonus essentially.
You could try to pass it off as like a parlor trick, you know. You're in a jester's costume, you know. It's like, oh, this is a trick that I learned in my travels. I will say that a bonfire would probably, which is essentially, I think, how bright you burn when you do this, would probably be enough to allow them to continue working. It would definitely draw a lot of attention, though. Regardless, like, leave aside why you're able to do it. A man on fire is gonna draw attention.
The man on fire.
Can we just simply light lots of fires? Like torches, perhaps?
Torches.
The problem being that it's very hard to work by the torchlight, which is why he asked for like a magical light source, something a little steadier and a little brighter than you typically get, because they are, you know, doing repairs. It's in funny corners. It's like you got to be able to see between the wood and the metal to make sure you're attaching it properly.
How important?
So we're in the water, right?
Yes.
I have a question for the GM. Would a big fuck off anglerfish's light work?
I was just thinking the exact same thing.
How bright
We cover all the goo.
do we think an anglerfish lure is?
Honestly, it would probably be like pale moonlight.
I mean, because like
Wouldn't be super bright. Wouldn't
it
be like
glows
daylight
in
or
the
like
darkest
full fire.
depths of the ocean, right?
You ever dance
But
with
also,
the
it's
anglerfish
only
with
that
moonlight?
super bright in the darkest depths of the ocean
That's
because
true.
there's no other fucking light.
There's no other light. Yeah,
So medium good.
It can be seen from over 30 meters away, so do with that information what you will.
Okay.
How do
I
you have that
See,
information?
not
on deck?
Google it.
think
It's
Okay.
seen, not outright.
Magic.
for
No.
the repairs at or below water level that he could assist in that.
Okay.
If you do that and the captain lights himself on fire, which is such a weird thing to have said. You know, if you do
We
that
are
and
the
the captain
brothers
kills
weird.
himself, you know, it'll be fine. But frankly, I think that we could say they could finish the work this evening if you do both of those things.
I would
Sounds cool.
definitely, before doing my little trick,
Mhm.
because it could potentially, I have to roll for it,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So it could be a thing anyway. But I would say to them, these are like free people that probably
And
see
he
a lot
asked.
of
He
weird
literally
shit.
asked for magic too.
Right. Okay, so I would talk to the guy. I would kind of sidle up to the dock master, all spooky,
Sure.
because that's what I do. And you go,
As you
how
do.
comfortable are your workers with human combustion?
What a weird sentence.
uh,
So,
sorry,
human
long day.
question.
I think I might have misheard you.
Not in the slightest. If I could say, give you a me-shaped light to work through the night, would this both help you and also how many questions am I going to get asked?
Well, I could think of a great many questions that I'd like to ask.
I'll give you one. And then you have to tell me your answer.
What's the risk of other things catching fire and burning out of control?
If I elevate myself, probably not a whole lot.
You're gonna have to give me one more question before I'll agree to anything.
All right, you can have two.
Can you stand in like a bucket?
That was what I was intending.
Amazing how many problems are solved with a bucket.
Yeah, all right. I think that's probably fine. You're not gonna like hurt you or you know what? I don't care actually. Never mind. I'm not asking more questions.
That is another question.
Yeah, sorry. It's fine. A bucket,
Yes.
so you don't light my dock on fire. And yes, you'll be responsible for any damages should things catch fire.
Certainly.
That's probably all right. I can't say about the wealthy civilians up there, but fuck them.
I
right?
don't care about them,
Yeah.
obviously. My more of my concern is it going to create an issue for you and your workers? I wouldn't want to cause a schism between you, and I wouldn't want them to feel uncomfortable. They will not be in danger.
They should be fine. No, you've seen. I don't mean to say that you're not the weirdest thing that we've seen here, but I actually once
Well-
met a guy who, when he pulled down his pants, it actually shone as bright as the full moon. Like just a whole light thing happened, and that drew way more attention than I think that you will, doing whatever this is. He had to read a book first. Can you believe that? He was like,
Oh,
"Hey,
okay.
read
that
this."
That makes a little more sense.
It was very strange.
Don't have that book, do you?
Gods, no. I don't read. I mean, I read plenty for ledgers and bookkeeping, of course, but
Fair. I have a crewmate that I would love to give a shiny ass to. That would be hilarious. Okay, if you're going to be comfortable with it and it will assist you in helping our ship be able to leave sooner, then tell me where you want me to stand, and you may need to provide the bucket.
I suppose we can do that. Yeah, hang on, let me talk to the... And he wanders off. They have a small huddle of workers. And they eventually point you out. They've got a couple of boxes that used to have things they were using to repair the ship and are now mostly empty. And they roll one on its side. So the top is no longer open. They put a bucket on top and they're like, all right, you stand there. And it should...
I will
give us enough light to get this side done. We'll have to move you to the other side for, the other.
Fair. I will stand in the bucket. And I will ignite myself. In doing so, I also want to go, oh my god, until they freak out enough, and then I'll go, just kidding. Just kidding, just kidding. Sorry.
Did you say flame on first?
No.
Yeah, you see, like, there's a moment as you light up and then begin to scream where what is clearly, the docks, not the shipwrights, but the docks, like, fire control team start running and grabbing buckets, and then you're like, oh no, just kidding. And you hear a couple of like groans and boos, and from the other ships there's some laughter, but the dock workers themselves are like, nah, fuck that dude. Yeah, so they will be able to continue to work. Are you also gonna bring your friend?
Oh, absolutely. In the similar warnings, like, okay, it's fine. And he will be very, he'll be very like skim on the details. Like, oh, I'll bring another light. It's fine. After he did his whole thing,
right.
So everyone is probably already prepared. Like, oh great, what the fuck is this? Oh no, it's fine.
You asked for magic, right?
Fucking anglerfish. Just fucking the light just comes up over the edge.
Down in the water, just
we
just
really
below
are like
the
the most
ship.
fucked up duo, dude.
This creature is visible to anybody on the docks, on the deck of the ship, and things, swimming about below the water, shining light as needed onto things. A delightful, friendly creature, known simply as Cray's friend.
Yeah.
The flashlight's back.
Yep. Eldritch beings don't have names.
I wanna look over at is Inigo nearby?
At this point, probably watching this, taking it all in.
As I'm on fire, I will look at you and go, "No touch this time."
Aye, Captain. I learned my lesson last time.
And now everyone thinks you're the craziest motherfucker on the ship.
Who, me? Yeah.
There is you know what? We're gonna use this fellow here. So Swabby Austin,
Okay.
being the low man on the totem pole before Inigo joined the crew here, shows his face briefly as Cray's friend becomes visible in the water. He wanders over to you, Inigo. He goes, "Hey, man, saw this real cool thing. Come here." In the water there's a fish. Real pretty. I mean, I know that you're like, you got this thing about the ocean, right? Check this out. And he points down over the edge. And there is a small, like, silverfish kind of moving through. And then when Cray's friend becomes visible for the first time to you, Inigo, Swabby looks down over the edge, looks at you, does a double take, and goes, "What the fuck?" And he starts freaking out as there's a giant, literal monster fish in the water.
You know, that is not the strangest thing I've seen today, and I just need you to know, Swabby Austin, it's okay. We're fine.
He's like, "Well, you're no fun at all. What the hell? You gonna swim with it too? Like what? Whatever."
You know what? I might. And I will fake starting to jump off of the ship into the water near this thing. I will start to make the motion to see how he reacts.
He immediately pushes you the rest of the way overboard.
He has absolutely no protection against the anglerfish.
Immediately.
It is not going to be friendly.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt.
Way.
You're gonna give the anglerfish a nice little treat.
There's zero doubt that the right amount of heckling from this guy is to immediately shove you the rest of the way overboard.
Okay, I gotta see how. If this is a roll, I have to see how this goes before I fall asleep. I have.
Yes. I'm sorry. I was ending, but then he was like, "I'm gonna pretend to jump in." I was like, "No. I mean, listen. The whole thing was hazing, right? The whole situation."
Be okay if we just ended with a thing of like a freeze frame of him like off the ship and there's just teeth open under him.
Perfect. You know what? I love it.
I got here.
You pretend to jump over the edge towards to go swimming with the fishes.
Poor
And
choice.
and he gives you just enough of an extra shove to knock you off balance and send you overboard. As you fall headfirst towards the water, the gaping maw of this creature, looking ferocious as you do. We will cut away for the evening because we're
Fantastic.
over time.
I'm going to come up with exactly what happens over the break.
Can't wait. That being
I'll play
said,
myself.
my
Congratulations.
friends, yeah, consequences. He was hazing, and then you were like, oh yeah, sure. What if I just look at the ocean bottom from
Ouch.
here?
Triple hazing.
He was gonna be like, he was only one step above from like, hey man, you see that thing on the bottom of the water there? You should smell it. And you were like, okay. So here we go. That's going to be it for us today. I know that we have heard that Skane might not be able to make it next time. But
Have
with-
fun too, man. That sounds like a lot of fun.
it does sound like a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'll be a good time.
If the rest of you remain available, finishing this up and moving forward, just a little bit should probably be okay. But Skane will talk about what that looks like and make sure that that's an acceptable game situation. And otherwise, we'll be back. So we should be back next week on Friday, same time, same place. If not, it'll be the following. So, oh no, the following one certainly not, because Matt has a thing? Question mark. Anyways, we'll probably be here
That'd
next
be
week,
Black
guys.
Friday.
I could be crazy. It's likely. It's entirely possible. But
I might have a thing.
there'll
I don't
definitely be a
know.
ping in the Discord if we are gonna be here, so you guys can find us there. And this video will be on YouTube later, probably tomorrow. So thanks for being here, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye,
Thanks for
stream.
running for us.
Bye.
Yes, muchos gracias.